Now let us discuss with the remaining items of operating activities. क्या बोलते हैं 10% investments. Suppose last year 10% investment was 60,000 and current year is 1 lakh rupees. If date is not given, again the same thing आप presume करो. If I will presume it that I have invested the remaining 40,000 at the beginning, I may presume that it was invested at the end or at the middle. Suppose I presume that it was invested at the beginning, means I must have received interest, that is 1 lakh rupees, right? 10% for the whole year, it comes to 10,000. It is a non-trading income for us. Non-trading, we are not dealing with investments. So that is why non-trading income, it must have increased my profit. Now it is to be deducted. Similarly, provision for bad debt, अगर आप ये treatment करते हो that it is an expenses. Last year it was 20,000. This year it is 17,000. Means 3,000 excess provision created earlier, now reversed. हम जब क्रिएट किए थे इट वाज डेबिटेड टू प्रॉफिट और लॉस अकाउंट, नाउ इट मस्ट हैव बीन क्रेडिटेड टू प्रॉफिट और लॉस अकाउंट. दस में प्रॉफिट हैज गॉन अप विदाउट एनी एक्चुअल इनफ्लो ऑफ मनी. प्रॉफिट बढ़ गया, प्रॉफिट बढ़ा बट देयर इज नो फ्लो ऑफ कैश. हम लोग वी आर डीलिंग विद कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट्स, सो वी शुड थिंक ऑफ ओनली कैश. बट देयर हियर व्हाट इज हैपेंड, नो इनफ्लो ऑफ कैश बट प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज, सो इट इज टू बी डिडक्टेड. राइट, नेक्स्ट. नाउ दिस इज एन एसेट अकाउंट. एसेट माने अब टेंजिबल एसेट भी हो सकता है, इंटेंजिबल एसेट भी हो सकता है. जस्ट आई हैव ड्रॉन इट फॉर योर रेफरेंस ताकि आप लोग कुछ आइटम्स निकाल सको. देखो आप एसेट्स है, टू बैलेंस ब्रॉट डाउन फॉर ओपनिंग बैलेंस, टू बैंक फॉर परचेज ऑफ एसेट्स, टू शेयर कैपिटल और डिवेंचर्स इफ वी हैव परचेज एसेट्स बाय इश्यू ऑफ शेयर्स और डिवेंचर्स, राइट. बाय बैंक फॉर सेल ऑफ एसेट्स, बाय डेप्रिसिएशन और एक्यूमुलेटेड डेप्रिसिएशन, by statement of profit and loss in case of loss of assets, to SOPL profit on sale of assets, right. और ये closing balance. ये बनाने का पर्पस ये है, you have to calculate somewhere, this may be a balancing figure, हम लोगों को निकालना पड़ सकता है. Then this may be a balancing figure. Which one? This one. ये सब हम लोग का मिसिंग फिगर हो सकता है, फॉर विच वी हैव टू प्रिपेयर द एसेट अकाउंट. ये एक बैलेंसिंग फिगर हो सकता है, राइट. और एक ये यूजुअली इतना ही होता है हम लोग का बैलेंसिंग फिगर जो हम लोग को दरकार है, एंड वी मे हैव टू प्रिपेयर एन एसेट अकाउंट. तो आप लोग ध्यान में रख लेना, ओपनिंग बैलेंस, टू बैंक फॉर परचेज ऑफ एसेट्स, टू शेयर कैपिटल और डिवेंचर्स फॉर इश्यू ऑफ शेयर्स और डिवेंचर्स फॉर परचेज ऑफ एसेट, प्रॉफिट ऑन सेल ऑफ एसेट्स, बाय बैंक फॉर सेल ऑफ एसेट्स, depreciation or accumulated depreciation, loss on sale of assets, and here another one, this is also another item. ये भी हम लोग को निकालना पड़ सकता है. तो इतना सारा चीज मेरे को चाहिए, एंड इसमें से आप मार्क करो this one and this one. All these three items are to be treated while preparing calculation, while calculating profit from operating activities, cash from operating activities, right. Next. So we have arrived operating profit before changing working capital. तीनों को ऐड किए थे. That is profit before tax and extraordinary item. Then non-trading and non-fund expenses. Then we have treated non-trading and non-fund incomes, right? Then fourth one, decrease in current assets, and increase in current liabilities. समझना आप लोग, current asset and current liability आप लोग को मालूम है. When I am talking about current asset, खाली ध्यान में रखो आप एक चीज, that cash and bank should not be treated here. Although they are current assets, they should not be treated here. Now what are the items to be treated here? Current assets में क्या आ सकता है? That is the increase in decrease in current assets कौन है? Decrease in current assets कैसे होता है देखो आप. Suppose for example it is opening balance, here it is closing balance, right? Suppose my asset inventory, it is a current asset. Debtor, it is a current asset. Then prepaid expenses, it is also a current asset, right. Inventory, last year it was opening asset was say 1 lakh rupees. Now suppose it is 60,000. What does it mean? It is presumed that it must have been sold, so there must be an inflow of money 40,000 rupees. Inflow of money means add होगा, increase होगा, so this is to be added, right. Inflow हुआ, so this is to be added. Similarly debtors, last year debtor was suppose 50,000. This year it is say 20,000. What does it mean? it is presumed that debtors must have paid us 30,000 rupees. Paid means there must be an increase, so it is to be added. Prepaid expenses, last year 10,000, this year is 3,000, means we have adjusted 7,000 rupees. So we need not to pay now, we have already paid earlier. So there is a less outflow of cash, so there is an increase of cash. So जितना decrease in current assets है, इन्वेंटरी हो गया, डेटर हो गया, प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस हो गया, एक्रूड इनकम हो गया, डिक्रीज जो भी दैट इज टू बी एडेड एंड इंक्रीज इन करंट लायबिलिटी. इंक्रीज इन करंट लायबिलिटी इन द सेंस सपोज creditors last year creditor was now creditor last year was the 10,000, this year is 15,000, means we must have borrowed another 5,000, again increase. Then increase in outstanding expenses, last year 5,000, now it is 8,000. We have expended but not yet paid, means money is still with me, again increase. So decrease in current assets and increase in current liabilities are to be added back. Similarly, suppose what used to be deducted, we deducted is F, that is decrease in current liability, decrease in current liability and increase in current assets. It shows an outflow of cash. It shows an outflow of cash and hence it is to be deducted. अब देखो opening creditor, suppose opening creditor में 10,000 था and closing is 4,000. What does it mean? It means we must have paid back 4,000 rupees. We must have paid back 6,000 rupees. Sorry, we must have paid back 6,000. So there is an outflow cash. Similarly, suppose opening debtor 15,000, closing debtor is 20,000, means we must have given another 5,000 to them, again outflow of money. So decrease in current liability and increase in current assets, that is to be deducted. Right, next. So we have discussed operating profit before change in working capital. Thereafter we have added decrease in current assets and increase in current liability. Thereafter we have deducted increase in current assets and decrease in current liability. So this will give us cash generated from operation. Which one? D plus E minus F. Right? उससे आपको लेस करना है इनकम टैक्स पेड नेट ऑफ रिफंड. इनकम टैक्स पेड कौन सा पार्ट आएगा? हम लोग when we have prepared the income tax provision for tax account, you might have seen debit side में आया था for tax paid. So tax paid net of refund, income tax refund जो भी आएगा that is to be deducted. Suppose मेरा tax paid आया 10,000 रुपया, refund income tax refund है 2,000 रुपया, means we must have paid net payment हुआ होगा 8,000 रुपया, that is to be shown. So this will give you cash flow before extraordinary items. ये पार्ट आईएससी बच्चों के लिए नहीं है, ये पार्ट आईएससी बच्चों के लिए नहीं है. Cash flow before extraordinary items. Then extraordinary items either it should be added or deducted as the case may be. If we have received, that is to be deducted. If we have paid, that is to be added. And this will give you cash flow from or used in. अगर positive आया cash flow from होगा, negative figure आया cash used in operating activities. Right? Outer column में होगा. तो यह हो गया cash flow from operating activities. और दो activities बचा क्या क्या? एक बचा investing, एक बचा financing. But before going through that, we have to discuss some more items. और आप लोग कुछ क्वेश्चंस हम पूछेंगे, कुछ इस क्विज से हम लोग बताएंगे, इसको डिस्कस करेंगे. Thereafter we will go for the investing and financing activities. One more important thing, ये हम लोग इसको पढ़ लेने के बाद by after some time we will complete it. आप लोग अभी क्लास कुछ 11 में क्लास 11 को खत्म हो गए 12 में आ चुके हो. Some of you or some of your friends or brothers and sisters, they might have they might have taken their examination. तो अभी most important part we should start thinking that what is to be done after +2. तो इसके बारे में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे within a day or two in my next or thereafter the जो next videos जो भी होंगे उसमें we will have a brief discussion about the available मेरे पास जितना scopes है after +2 what we can do. So you need not to go anywhere. We will counsel it. आप लोगों को चिंता बिल्कुल नहीं करना है. जितना पॉसिबल चांस स्कोप्स है आपके पास अवेलेबल है वो सब बताए जाएंगे. बट टिल देन यू जस्ट फोकस ऑन दिस वन, वर्क हार्ड एंड एकदम ध्यान से देखो, रीजनिंग करो, doubts to keep on asking, and most important, when you are viewing it, kindly give some comment or suggestions. It will help us to improve it.